Today I'm making a vanilla cream pie. First, you're going to make a graham cracker crust. I use 1 sleeve of graham crackers or 9 sheets. I'm using a food processor, but you can also just use a bag and the back of a spoon to crush your graham crackers into fine pieces. Add those graham crackers to a bowl, and then you're going to add some melted butter. While your butter is melting, add 1/4 cup of sugar and stir well. So you need a total of 1/4 cup of melted butter that you're going to pour over your graham cracker crumbs, and then you're going to mix the crumbs until they are completely covered with the butter. Pour this mixture into a pie plate, and you do not need to grease the pie plate because of the oil in the butter. It'll keep everything from sticking. I use the back of a measuring cup to kind of push everything down. I realized that I used too small of a pie plate, so I'm switching here. I just use the back of that measuring cup to get the crust the way that I want it. I push down, make sure that it's firm with my hands, and then I'm going to put it in a 350-degree oven for 12 minutes. Now, while that is in the oven, I'm going to start making the inside of the vanilla cream pie. So I'm going to start off by separating 2 eggs because I only need the yolks. In a pan that is not turned on, you're going to add 1/3 cup of flour and 3/4 cup of sugar. Mix that well. Remember, there is no heat on during this time. And to this, you're going to add 2 cups of whole milk. Now go ahead and turn on the heat, and you want to be at a medium-low. Now, while this is heating up, stir frequently. Keep stirring, stirring, stirring. You don't want anything to stick to the bottom of this pan. That's why you're cooking this on low so nothing sticks. Now you are going to bring it to a boil. It took me about 15 minutes to start getting those popping bubbles. Once your mixture begins to boil, turn off the heat, and it will be time to temper those egg yolks. Those yolks need to be tempered by slowly pouring a little bit of the cream mixture into the eggs and stirring. This is a bit of a messy process, but this keeps the egg yolks from cooking into scrambled eggs. So you're just slowly stirring in some of the warm mixture. Once you've gotten about 1/2 cup poured into there, it is time to transfer it back into the pot, and you're going to slowly pour it into the pot. So here I'm using a spatula, just kind of scrape everything off. The heat is still off at this point in time, and I'm slowly adding our tempered eggs. Once the eggs have been added, you're going to turn this back on to a medium-low temperature and bring to a boil again. Once it starts to boil, you're going to let it boil for exactly 1 minute and then turn off the heat completely. So we can see that it came back up to a boil. I'm turning off the heat and I'm going to add the 2 tablespoons of butter that we put off to the side earlier. And 2 tablespoons of butter go in. And we're going to watch that melt. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Vanilla can become a bit bitter if it's put on when it's hot, so you want to make sure that the heat is off. You're going to pour that into your cooked pie crust. And you want this to completely cool. So in order for it not to form a skin, you're going to put a piece of plastic wrap on top and make sure that it is touching the surface of the pie. And you're going to refrigerate for it to cool. We're going to make a whipped cream topping by using unflavored gelatin, 1 teaspoon, and 1 tablespoon of cold water. Mix that together well and let that sit for 5 minutes. Now you're going to take 1½ cups of cold cream, and to that you're going to add 1/2 cup of powdered sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. At this point, you are going to mix well, forming soft peaks. Once you have those soft peaks forming, go ahead and turn your mixer off and stick your gelatin into the microwave for 5 to 7 seconds at most. It will melt it, and then you are slowly going to add this into the whipped cream mixture. This is what stabilizes the whipped cream so that it will last for more than just a couple of hours. Then onto your cold pie, you're going to put your whipped cream mixture, and it'll be time to serve. You can either put it back into the refrigerator at that point in time to serve later, or you can serve it right then. Now here's the tricky part, getting out that first piece of pie. And it's a failure. That's okay, don't worry about it. It gets eaten and it's delicious even if it isn't in a whole piece. And those crumbs at the bottom make a wonderful decoration for the top of your pie. Let's give this another try and see if we can get a piece out completely whole. I hope you'll give this recipe a try. If you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you for joining me at White Shadow Fare.